Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Hello, how's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? I'm feeling good at the moment. I'm feeling chill. I'm feeling swell. Oh, bit of a weird day at work, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy. Just let's get some music on. What's the over under and what the advert's gonna be? I'm guessing, and I always guess this, deodorant. It's too used to me. I had one look at CD keys and it's changed the whole dynamic. Right, so the plan is to play some Roboquest. I've messed with the settings again. I'm probably going to be incredibly quiet or like incredibly loud. They're the only options for me, frankly, it seems. But what can you do? So, I played this a bit yesterday and the day before, and I got pretty far in it. I got to what I think is the final boss. It's called Iris, and I think it looks like it's the final boss. There might be like a secret final boss, but that doesn't count. That's not what I'm looking for at the moment. And so, I thought, why not try and get the big win on stream? That would be great. I mean, there is obviously the whole when you're in a conversation with somebody, it's going to affect your ability to a certain extent. But generally, I think it'll be fine. I think we can do it. Well, I think we've got as big of a chance as I would have normally. You know? Right, so who do I want to go into this? I'm the best at playing this boy, I think. There's this guy here who I'm pretty good at as well. I don't know what impact. I feel like I use all these things more with this one. Honorary mention is engineer, but I don't really like. I should be beating the guy, right? I've done all of this, which makes you think I should already be ready to. I should have beaten him a couple times. I'm just bad. I can't dodge. I'm not very good at dodging. Yeah, I'll increase rocket damage. That's why I like getting shotguns or something that just shoots a load, just so that I have something that I know will eventually hit someone, you know? Also, I don't think it helps that I instinctively just like reload every gun I use. Look at that. How did I not dodge that? But yeah, we got a couple of things to talk about. I think biggest thing I want to talk about, more so than even like last week's streams, is that one's. I mean, I don't use those, sadly. But decrease reload speed. No. I'll take the energy cell. The biggest thing I want to talk about is the wrestling event that was on Bash of Berlin. The WWE, I guess, specifically the wrestling event, because I don't watch AEW, but I heard they had a very good event of their own, effectively like their big one. But yeah, I don't watch that kind of stuff. But yeah, I watched Bash in Berlin, which was the WWE event. God, I had fun watching that. It's such a good event. Like, everything was, it was obvious who was gonna win, right? It was obvious who was gonna win because all of them were pretty predictable. I think there was only one that I got wrong. And I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, so you'd expect me to get at least a couple wrong. But generally, the quality of the actual wrestling was great. It influenced like so many storylines. And the crowd, goddamn, the international crowd, the non-American crowd, you just realize that, like, they're so good because they haven't been spoiled. Because this is the only time it'll be so rare for it to be in this country. They're so hyped for it that everyone who's a diehard fan has come. And everyone that's gotten a ticket is like insanely looking forward to it. And because of that, add on the fact, I think, that like obviously soccer or football is so prominent in these countries, and so the chanting is like obviously a bigger part of their culture. It just shows when you watch the modern like American crowds, and it's just everything. Every time someone's talking, it's just like what? They just do the Stone Cold Steve Austin what? And then every time you get into like non-American crowds, they actually let people talk, for one, and for two, they I don't know, it just seems so much better. And I am sure I'm biased because I'm not American, so having it in non-American places and having it like in the UK, for example, is always a bonus to me. But still, come on, it's like it's really obviously better. What kind of weapon is this? Right, okay, I can use that. Like it's insane, the levels, the comparison between stuff you've seen. By the way, I have no idea if killing that thing actually does anything special. It's just, it seems like it just drops a lot of health, but now I'm too scared to ask if it has anything else it does. Boom, bow, now, 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 now. But yeah, it was so fun. The fact that I've recently decided, well, recently in the general scheme of things, of my like being interested in wrestling, actually just started watching them live. It's just been so much of an interesting experience because it feels like I'm there. Like it feels like I'm not just like hearing about the results or seeing the clips. I'm seeing the lead up to the clips, you know? Which might not sound like much, but it really is. Like it adds a lot to the whole thing, and like I get to see the entrances like at the point where everyone else is seeing them. I'm so glad I started doing it because I've just been getting so much more of like, it took like something that was like generally just a hobby that I had, and changed it to just being something I was having a lot of fun doing, you know? I think recently me doing that and like sort of taking all of the things that I guess you could consider my hobbies before and just upping them, like realizing that these are the things I'm having fun doing, and so just deciding to do them more or do them in a bigger way, I think has been a huge bonus to me. Huge bonus. The damage is up. I'm picking the damaging weapon. Also, Tommy guns are just awesome. But yeah, it just means that like it's been so much more fun. I don't get the day-to-day wrestling, but the like the big events that happen once a month, 100% worth me getting the blimmin' WWE network. Like, sure, I'm spending money, and initially I only planned to do it for WrestleMania, but it's like this big event that I get to watch, like, and it costs me a tenner a month, and I get like one and even sometimes two big events from it. That's 100% worth it for me. I don't buy much for myself, and so having something like that, huge, right? Right, I probably should have killed this thing much earlier. And so yeah, it's been so much fun, and this one was very fun to watch. Gunther versus Randy Orton was insane because it was just like this powerhouse of like this up-and-coming talent that you know is going to be a big name in that company for a while, fighting this old legend that's been around for, I swear somebody said like 20, maybe 20 years or something. And it's like, damn, he's still able to wrestle well as well. No. No. I don't like the lowering of movement speed. But yeah, to watch these sort of like a future like legend and an actual legend one-on-one, and then just to like I'll spoil, I don't want to spoil it, but the result was great. And I think it honestly could have gone either way, and I think that's why there was on that one specifically. And I know I said it was predictable, but what I more mean is like everyone was pretty sure who was going to win, right? They had like, it was pretty obvious, but it wouldn't have been weird if the other one lost. People wouldn't go, that's the wrong decision. Even though this new guy is such a great up-and-comer, it wouldn't have been weird for him to have lost, and it wouldn't have been weird for this legend to lose to the up-and-comer, because it makes sense, you know. You've got to make sure that you make the latest legends, you know. Because you're not gonna be able to wrestle all your life. That's why they always say that, like, whenever a wrestler's about to retire, you always retire getting someone else over, so making them look good. But there's no need for you to I'll take the heel. There's no need for you to make yourself look even better if you're retiring. Make the next generation look better, you know? But yeah, it was so fun to watch. And then in addition to that, I watched a couple of the episodes of the newest series of Rings of Power. Rings of Power is an interesting show because I went into it, I was pretty hyped when I was watching the first season. I'm not going to say it's perfect because that would be an absolute lie, But I had fun watching the previous season. And maybe it's because there's been a decent amount of time since then. But I was not caring about this Rings of Power. It might also be because I didn't hear anything about it before, but I was not interested in Rings of Power when I saw that the season 2 was out. But watching it, I'll say this, although I still don't think I'm particularly interested in it, like all of it, I'll say that there is a couple bits of it that I think are quite good. In the sense that I think the halfling plot, the half-foots or whatever they're called, and their sort of plot line with the wizard, and the dwarven plot line, they're great. They're absolutely great. And the character Adar, who I learned while watching that episode, was a completely unique character to Rings of Power, is an absolutely great character. I cannot complain about him. He's really fun. He's so fun that I'm out here going like, well, I know how you end because I've watched Lord of the Rings and you're not in it. And so I'm just like, oh, that's a shame. I have myself getting sad that I know that this character isn't going to survive the whole thing because he's not in the next one. And to a certain extent, I see that with the dwarves as well. Because I know the fort they're in, because I saw it. I swear we see it in Lord of the Rings. And we see it as a wreck. We see it with nothing in it. I don't think this is a spoiler because this is something that is in a blimmin' incredibly old legend of a fantasy movie. And it's just a shame because some of my favorite characters in it I know aren't gonna live, and I know they're not gonna have a good time either. But generally, once I started watching it, I've been having a decent amount of fun with it. They're portraying the story in an interesting way. I'm not a particularly huge fan of Sauron in it. He's not a particularly fun character. He's comes across as just being this weirdly bumbling idiot in some of the stuff. Without going into big details of spoilers for something that literally came out a couple of weeks ago. There is a part of it that I honestly believe is just him sort of looking out. Oh, I swear I could dodge those before. And I could dodge that before. I'm having a hard time here. By the way, I swear I tried it at one point. I might have tried it on stream. But I have no idea what happens if you don't... I've immediately forgotten what happens when you don't do anything with him. When you don't bring him back up. But yeah, Rings of Power has been pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, there's a couple of characters they've introduced that are kind of fun. I think the main thing is sort of just what I said, is that I'm looking at it and going, well, these characters I really like, I know aren't going to survive very long. And this person here, who's going on to try and stop X or Y, I know that they're not going to stop it because X and Y is in the show, you know? It's why I've never been a big fan of prequels that are not set so far in the back that I'm not a fan of prequels that where like you know what's going to happen, because at the end of the day it's, you know, it's actively relevant from the movie you saw before, you know? I don't like that. I think it just means that a part of the mystery of the game or the movie or whatever medium you're doing had sort of just been lost on you. Because it's just, there are ways of doing it, don't get me wrong, there's ways of doing it, but I just think it's just a bit of a nothing thing. Unless they're doing something that's completely unrelated to the previous plot. But they're never doing that most of the time. Most of the time they're never doing that. It's normally like, oh well, how did these people get to the point where you see them in the show? It's like, well, I don't want to see that because I know what happens to them. And it means that half of the show is sort of like lost on me. I don't know, like, I'm sure if somebody was here, they could, like, I'm sure if somebody was thinking about it, they could just come up with a load of examples and I'd be like, yeah, that one's pretty good. Yeah, I watched that as well and I thought that was good, you know. Like, I'm sure they could come up with a million examples. But I think as a general rule, I just don't like it. God, I am doing horrendous on this one. I'm just not dodging. Maybe it's the streamer thing. Or maybe it's just the time. Just not, I'm still a bit rusty. It might be that. Okay, I know that there's a purple thing there that I will definitely want to be doing. I need a gun that shoots farther. It's annoying because I had one, but it just didn't have the damage I want. Oh! You got me from all the way over there. That's pretty impressive. We're gonna have to play this a bit more loosey-goosey now. You can't serpentine because they expect the serpentine, so you go for the random direction one. But yeah, it's been fun to watch. It's been very fun to watch, but I don't know how much of that is watching it with a friend and how much of it is actually it being good, you know? Okay, how good is this? You know what? I'll give it a try. Wait, I can take both. What am I doing? Oh. This weapon does no damage. Got it. Okay, I think weapons-wise, I've screwed myself over here. Do I want the double pistols? Are they better? They do less damage, but the range is up the... Ah, we're taking them. It can't be much worse. Oh, it's much worse. None of these are going to help. I guess I'll take the increased magazine size. I just walked into that bomb. I increase my movement speed when I have these weapons out, because it kind of feels like that. Or maybe it's just that I act faster when I have those up. I have those on. These elites are annoying. But if it means that, like, the boss is easier, which I think is the logic, then 100% I'll take it. God, this game is so interesting. I think I liken the art style very much to Borderlands, but I generally think that this has got like infinitely better combat than Borderlands, because Borderlands combat is relatively simple. God, you know that I'm doing badly when I'm getting hit by that guy, arguably the easiest enemy ever. If I could only have them, I would. I'm not going down there. You're gonna have to come to me. I'm not going down there. Ignore the fact I literally dropped down when I said that. Boom! Die. Die. I am not doing very well here. Every time I'm just... Boom. Okay, we're going down. We're yelling timber. You better move. You better dance. Boom. Boom. You're done. No. Die. I like how this missile single-handedly is keeping me in this, because I don't have the damage that's needed. At least I don't feel like I have the damage that's needed. I mean, this isn't that far. This isn't that bad to, like, in terms of getting through the levels quickly. I think it's not this one. It's the one after this is my least favorite. I mean, it looks really cool. It looks really cool. It's got... It looks so cool. But I don't think it's really that good. The range is a meter. Is that right? I'm buying it. Oh, it is pretty... Okay, fair enough. Let's see how we do. Bring it on. Okay, it does the damage we want. Just doesn't have the range that we want. But we can deal with that. We can deal with that. What did I just grab? Was there... Oh, there's one right there. Oh no, boo. So much better with this gun, actually. This actually might be a huge improvement. I'll take mini missiles. Mini missiles are always there. They never show me wrong. Is this lowering my movement speed, or do I just feel slower? I think I'm just, it's a psychological thing. Oh, I did not expect to go out of that without any damage. Do 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 do. Oh no, the missile doesn't kill. What am I supposed to do? If you ever see me pause and I'm just looking at an enemy, that was me trying to use the shotgun and realizing it hasn't charged yet. We take these. Oh, they're cool. I don't know what's happening here. That's why I went into complete and utter silence. I'm sorry. I think this gun might be insane. So yeah, in terms of like what we've done. So on Monday, I have no idea what we did. I'm gonna be completely honest. I completely have forgotten what we actually did. Your guess is honestly as good as mine. It was fun, but I don't think it was particularly memorable. Tell you what, let me double check. Let's have a look at what I actually did. Because it'll be on my like thing. We did some Age of Wonders. Age of Wonders 4. Yeah, that is a really good game. I know it doesn't sound like it is based on the fact that I didn't remember that I had played it, but unironically it is a very good game. I just don't remember Monday's ones because it's not about the game as much. It's more just about chilling out and having fun. Which all of them are about us chilling out and having fun, but it's more so like there's not a set game. But yeah, that game's really fun. I'm still not sure if I'm going to buy the DLC. I don't think I will until like a pack comes out to get like a bunch of them for cheap. Because I just don't feel like the base packs, like this is not counting the one that adds like new hero types and like and stuff like that, but the base pack kind of has a problem of like feeling like you're not getting like that much. At least it doesn't feel like it, and so I'm a bit iffy on whether I actually want to spend that kind of money on it. I mean, it's not a huge amount of money, but it adds up if you're trying to get a bunch of them. So I'll wait a bit longer and maybe I'll get like a Legends edition or like a Gold edition that gives me all of it, or like a bundle that's like, here's everything that you haven't already got. That kind of stuff. And then maybe I'll get that. Because I do have fun chilling out and playing it. But after I've played like one of each of the different sort of like archetypes, I'm instantly just like, well, now I'm not interested as much, And at that point, it's like, because I'm very much like a mono sort of focused person when it comes to stuff like this. I'm the kind of person that's like, okay, so you can choose any of these sort of like ways you can go, and I'm like, cool, one of them to extreme, and people will be like, oh well, you can take bits of it and like make your own sort of custom faction that's like, oh, they're really into nature but also industry, or they're really into magic but also the undead, and I'm like, nope, extremes. I would like the extreme of one of them I want to go all the way into that, and then maybe, just maybe, I'll go into a second one after I've mastered that one to the max it can go. You know, I'm that kind of person. I'm just like, I choose an archetype, I stick to it. I'm not a multi-class kind of guy. I'm like a stick to a class, and I focus 100% into it. And so, I feel like if I bought a DLC and I was spending like £8, it'd be for like one game. Ooh, that would have been so good to get. So good to get. And so it just doesn't seem like it's worth it unless I can get like a bunch of them for like £20. Like if I can get 3 of them for like £20, which I know would be a lot. What the fuck? I have never seen that happen before. I must have always killed those ones before they get the chance. Oof. We are not doing well in actual, we are not doing well when it comes to actually, like, dodging, but we've got an overpowered weapon here. Like, I shouldn't get that S, but I got that S. You know? It wouldn't make any sense to have that S, but I got it. They gave it to me. They were nice. It's insane because this guy is like a late game dude, and I'm using him to try and beat the game. Just beat the game. I mean, the extra health is decent, but I kind of want to save my power cells because it's expensive to upgrade this now. This is my least favorite area. Aesthetically, it's fine. I love it. It's like, it's very solar punk, I think is the word. But, like, what you actually have to do in it is, I do not like. I do not like at all. I do not like it, Sam I Am. I do not like it with green eggs and ham. I'll tell you that much. It's just the roaming around and these like really tiny turrets. They don't shoot much at you, but they're just an annoyance. And occasionally they get one shot on you and you just feel bad that you got hit for that one shot. Like, what's the point of them being there other than to just be a slight annoyance? And I don't like him. I do like how the protection bot that's supposed to put a protective shield over people, they were like, you know what, I'm going to prioritize this random turret and not the boss. The boss is probably fine. Random turrets, on the other hand, I guess you could see the logic of, like, maybe it's like, oh, but the giant turret, it's always going to be fine. See that? I feel bad that I took damage to that now. Okay, that's dead, that's dead. Let's have a look at this. Increase maximum fury. You see, I take too much damage, so I think I'm going to take every fourth shot. Does an extra bit of damage. Because I think I shoot about 4 shots. Okay, that's not fair. I saw you, blimmin' thing. That... Ignore the boss. Kill the things that improve the boss's chance to survive. Don't dodge the most easy attack. It's all part of the plan. You gotta make them think that you're bad, so that they never suspect that you actually are cracked at the game, you know? So yeah, we played some Age of Wonders 4 Monday. That was, as I said, interesting and a fun experience. And then on Wednesday we did some more Baldur's Gate, and we fought 2 bosses, but both of them were the big robot was a bit of a scary thing. But the dude who I actually thought was going to be a lot scarier, the like follower of the Absolute, that was I don't know, I didn't, the fact that there was a whole mission, the mushroom people were like, we want you to do this, made me have this opinion that this was going to be like an insanely hard fight. When actuality, it was like he was scary, sure. He could make you attack at your friends and stuff. Or like he could put like the debilitating effects on you. It wasn't that hard though. What was scary was all of his friends around it. It was the It was like all the Draugr and stuff that were by his side. I'm still convinced there must have been some way I could have like made it so they didn't attack me. Like maybe like get myself enough credit with them, like do enough tasks with them that they would like offer me, if like I paid them to be on our side, that they would be like, yeah, sure. Or like some of them on my side, or something like that. I don't know. I thought I chose all the options that were like breeding hatred for the Absolute while not making me come across as like a horrendous person. But they didn't decide to join me, and so they had to be killed. What does this do? We'll take that. It's already top quality. What do I want as a bonus to it though? Oh, increased crit chance? Yeah, why not? Extra 10%, so that means when I shoot 4 times, like each of them have a 10% chance. I'm sure there's someone who can do a quick calculation on that. I'm not going to do the calculation on that. But like, if I was rolling a die and I had to roll either a 19 or a 20, and I had 2 rolls, and I kept having that, I'd think I'd get it a couple of times. You know, I'd think it wouldn't be a losing game. And that's like how I like to think about it. Increase healing, 100%. I'll take that. And so I think I'll be getting a crit a decently more times. I don't even know what my base crit chance is. We need to find the exit. And I don't know where it is. Boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. And then we did on Friday, we did Neverwinter, and I brought the big news that I'm sort of I'm finishing Neverwinter. I'm done with it. And you know what? Like, it was very bittersweet to even say that. Like, increased explosion auto crit chance. Yeah, sure. It was really bittersweet to say that, because I really liked that series. And I got a lot early on. I got a lot of help from chats and from the chat and stuff. And it felt like the group was like, the community was really nice and supportive. It's just, there's so many problems I have with it. And so do I take the shotgun? No, the shotgun's too... Nah, I'm good with what I have. And so I'm just planning on playing something else. I implied on the stream that I'll be playing some sort of MMO. In fact, I straight up said I'll probably be playing Final Fantasy. But honestly, next Friday, it won't be Final Fantasy or any MMO. Instead, we'll be playing some Space Marine, because I will be playing a metric ton of that game. And so I may as well be streaming it, and also maybe collabing with a couple people. So, yeah. I'll be keeping the story missions to sort of like playing through the story on my own with a couple of friends. But I'll be playing some maybe operations or maybe some of the multiplayer on stream. And that might become a regular thing, frankly. Because if I'm having fun with it, it might be one of those situations where I'm just like, yeah, why not let's just play some of this? It's fun, why not? Ah, I'm panicking, I can't see the enemies, I'm getting scared. Okay, we're good. We only lost a sixth of our health. It's a bit more than a sixth of my health. But yeah, I'll be playing some more Space Marine, because I'll be honest, I've taken some time off just to play more Space Marine. I really hope the game is good, because I'm putting a lot of expectations on this. And if it isn't good, I've taken like 3 days off for no reason. I mean, it won't be for no reason. I'll be having fun with friends. And the game would have to be horrendous for me not to be having fun if I'm playing with friends. But still. It's I'd very much like the game to actually be quite good. Okay, yep. That was perfect. Perfect. Reduced duration. No, I'm never getting there quick enough. I need increased duration. I mean, for those sort of situations, it's great. And I guess maybe with the shotgun that I have right now, it would have been better. But I didn't think about that. We want to go this way. That was a horrendous jump. Look, I've never been a parkour boy. They should drop more. They're a big boy enemy. I've realized that a lot of the big name games that had come out recently just haven't really been my sort of taste in games. And like, this is the first one that I guess has been of that sort of like interest for me. Because we had like Black Myth Wukong that came out and I had no interest for. There was the Star Wars Outlaws game that came out recently, and I'm interested in giving that a go, but not interested enough to actually buy the game, bearing in mind this big game is coming coming soon. And the fact that, like, I've heard that some of the game has some problems that I'm not particularly happy with, and also it's stealth heavy, and if I'm being honest, I'm not a stealth boy. I'm a oh, they caught me immediately. Yes, it's time to immediately like just mow everything down. You know, I'm that kind of person, and so I'm not even really sure I'll actually give it a go. Maybe if it appears on the Game Pass, I'll give it a go. Because then maybe it'll be interesting, but it also doesn't help that it's an Ubisoft game, so it'll have the same sort of pitfalls that I guess Ubisoft or all Ubisoft games are, which is that they're exactly the same as every other Ubisoft game you play. There'll be a tower that you unlock to unlock that area's like vision, you know, like all this stuff that you know is going to be in it that like it's just not fun to play through once you've played through it you know, 1 or 2 times. I think I'm good. Oh, it's little Jimmy! Uncle Jimmy. Completely different. Whoa, 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 Uncle Jimmy. What did I even... What did I do? Whoa, 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 Uncle Jimmy. Uncle Jimmy. I should have taken the thing that boosts my power when I'm near. Just for this fight, frankly. Ow, ow. Why did I not even dodge any of those attacks? That was... what's the opposite of a masterclass? A minimum class on how to beat that guy? At one point, I think I just stopped dodging and just shot the guy in the face multiple times. This is what you call being carried by your equipment, I think. Right, what are these? Auto crit chance by 20%, but you no longer apply a crit hit when attacking enemies critical now. If these were boss damages, I would have picked them up. But sadly, none of this stuff is useful. If I could reset you, that'd be useful, but... Bow, 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 bow. So this is all the things I have. I don't know how you get the others. I'd really like to get rid of the hack flies. Because they just sit there and they... annoy me. They just annoy me. I haven't even killed a half of them. This is not good. This is not good in the slightest. I can't move. I can't move. I can't think. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. There's nowhere to hide. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Oh god, I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm actually screwed. Okay, right. Come on, calm down. Come on, calm down. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. You just have the best weapon ever and you're gonna screw it all over. Come on. Get me over here. I think it's whenever the blimmin'... It's whenever one of the enemies is the one that just automatically locks onto you and you have to get into cover, I just panic. I just panic so much and then I lose all my health like I've done right here. And I'm set in a situation where I'm so glad I have this heal. Oh, that did a full heal. I don't even know how you get 3 of those jars regularly. Where do you hide? You can't hide in this map. I'm a filthy hider. Where's my hiding spots? Just don't summon the blue one. I think the blue one has the attack. We're doubling back. We're doubling back. What's happening? I can't see. I can't think. Please, 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 please die. Okay, yeah, you're the scariest. You're done. But it's only the purple ones. The purple ones are piss. They're nothing. Okay. Okay. That went well. That went very well. Yeah, increase my tempo shot. Why not? Okay. So we've made it to the final boss on the first run. If we make it here, I will scream. I will scream. I forgot about the shotgun attack. Right. I thought that there was immediately into the fight. Instantly accurate. No, that's useless. Cape does count. No, that does add enemy within. Maybe that's useful. You do extra boss damage. None of these are boss damage. There's blimmin' Superboy here. I'd love to have him in my group. But I don't know how to summon him. I'd love to have a little ally. Okay. 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 We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Superman, be with me. Please just be that guy. Please just be that guy. No, it's never just that guy, is it? It's never just him. Okay, I do damage. I do good damage. I do good damage. I have no idea what that thing is, but I don't want it to exist. I don't know what this thing is, but I don't like it. Die. Please die. Please. I'm begging you to die. There's no way you'd be putting these things down if they're not important. Okay, okay, okay. That was stupid. What is that yellow meter? Is that my I'm getting hacked meter? Is that my he's gonna do this ultimate attack that I can't dodge meter? Is that my screen is gonna be filled with stuff that I can't dodge meter? I did it! I did it! I did it! Oh my god, I did it! I actually did it! Oh! I can't believe it. Oh, what? Fuck! Oh, no! Phase 2? No, no, no. I had my nice time at this point. Yeah, just do shitty melee attacks. No. Go back to the claws. Go back to the claws. Go back to the claws. Okay, you're doing something weird with the claws. That's not fair. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. I'm dead. I thought I did it. I actually thought I did it. I actually thought I'd gotten close to it. I thought I'd done it. First try. And then it did that. And then it showed me that there was a second phase, and the second phase instantly killed me. I couldn't dodge anything. I couldn't. Right, that's fine. That's fine. We'll get back there. We pick ourselves up again. You know, I've seen other people do that before, where they've been like, holy shit, we've won, we've finally done it, and then it's actually been the second phase. And I didn't think they were genuine. I'm going to be completely honest. I always thought they were staged. To farm engagement or something. Why the fuck would I try and farm engagement? There's no one here to watch. I guess actually that would be the reason to farm engagement. But I didn't know that thing had a second phase. I'm sure I've seen it. Because I swear This looks so much like a water gun. That's not gonna... I can't deal with it. I can't. I thought I did it. I really thought I did it. After that bit... After that bit in the first room where I felt like I was dead. I was just like... I'd finally gotten to the point where I actually could do something. Oh god, that takes a while to load. I'm sorry, I'm like... I got really happy and like hyper, and now I'm just sort of like... I'm dead. I'm dead inside. Okay. Well, let's get back into this. Let's get back. Come on. We're gonna dodge every attack from now. We're never getting hit. Okay. Okay. I didn't even get to finish saying from now a second time, and you got hit. Look, okay, we're gonna get hit, but we're not gonna die. We're gonna make it back to that place, and we're gonna have an even more powerful weapon that'll carry us even more than that weapon did. And through the power of using that weapon, we will beat up the enemy. Okay, what do we want? What's going to increase our ability? First 50% of that ammo has like a boost to its 30% extra damage? Sure, sounds good. Oh, oof. None of these are epic. Increased pocket reload speed. I'll take the increased damage when movement speed, I guess. Who shot me while I was killing those guys? Right, let's let's bring the fire. Don't like you, snail. You're my least favorite, one of my least favorite enemies. It's you and Elite that has homing weapon are up there as my least favorite enemies. But yeah, I've been hyping myself up for Space Marine 2 for like a couple of days now, maybe even a couple of weeks. And I'm immediately making, for at least for multiplayer, I'm making my Salamander 100%. My favorite Space Marine chapter. They're just the good boys, and I love them. And also they have fire weapons, and they're all like blacksmiths, and it's awesome. It's just, I just can't wait to just customize, and I don't think we'll get chapter stuff for them like anytime soon, because they're not a particularly popular chapter. And so you know how we've seen like the Dark Angel DLC already? We're not seeing the Salamander one anytime soon, and if it is, it's a small version of it. It's not the big chapter ones. It'll be like a small one that's just like, here's a cape, that's it, which is honestly I'm fine with. The cape is all I want, the sort of the draped like scaled cape. That's all I want. I want the ability to have a cool, you know, a cool fucking scaled cape on my Salamander. Ow. Ow. Okay, let's try that again. We land exactly on that, and then we're gonna double jump, and we're gonna land exactly on this, then we're gonna double jump, and we're here. Like, none of these are good. Do 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 do. I had completely forgotten about the fact they're doing an operations mode, which from what I've had explained is effectively like their version of like a Helldivers mode. You know, small contained missions, repeatable with friends, that like apparently get hinted at in the story, which is kind of cool. But needless to say, when I heard about that, I was just like, oh yeah, that's going to be something I probably play for hours, assuming I'm not incredibly bad at the multiplayer. Because if I'm incredibly bad at the multiplayer, then there's a very good chance that I will just play the operations. But if I'm decent at the multiplayer, you'll probably see me be playing a decent amount of the multiplayer. Either way, I'll probably find like my rank, which will probably be and most stuff is like medium silver, or like medium or early silver, with the occasional prospect of getting into gold, but probably like never making it there really. Yeah, that's fine. I like that weapon. Oh, actually, any of these good? Increase healing efficiency, increase armor. anything that increases my ability to stay alive, probably going to be needed. I keep forgetting I have a secondary weapon that also is pretty powerful and is good at close range. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to continuing the Baldur's Gate stuff, because we've sort of completed the Underdark, so we've got a reward from the mushrooms. I think I've sort of done everything in the Underdark we can do, and so now we can sort of move on to the Githyanki area, figuring out maybe how to repair the moonfire, like what's it called, like the moonfire amulet or something, not amulet, lantern. Seems like it has like it needs to be repaired because it got damaged, and also it needs to magazine size, armor while using it. No, I'll up this. It also needs to be repaired and maybe filled with a pixie, from what I can gather. Hopefully it's a willing one, or just like it's pixie dust or something. Because I'm not a particular fan of taking a pixie that might have like done nothing wrong and just gone, yeah, sure, I'll turn you into literally just a lighting tool. I was no fair, you stopped because of my electric thing, but I wasn't used to it. Like, this guy does all the moves that the boss does, but like easier. Why can't the boss do it in this way? Freeze into position. Boom. I think the mark's pretty good. I think it increases my damage by a fair amount. If I had the mark on the... I might have actually had the mark on those grenades, now that I think about it for a sec. Explosive radius and by damn rocket jump by that much. I mean, these look cool. There's no denying it. They do a metric ton more as well. Not as much as these do, but this one bounces and does more against turrets. I think that's fine. Yeah, that's cool. Auto crit chance. If I had a weapon that I was like really hyped for, I'd maybe put it on. Yeah, I don't think we're ever going to get lucky enough to have that happen a second time, where we get a legendary weapon just in the shot. But I'm gonna hope for it and keep like 10 power just on the off chance. Because that isn't the first time that's happened, but it is the second time that's happened. So it can happen more than once. It's just not a huge likelihood. I've played a lot of hours of this game. I think the homing also helped a lot. Oh, it's the blue one. It's the blue one. Kill it. Kill it with blimmin' fire. Do not put blue elites against me, please. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Okay, let's check this area. It's another chance to get a really good weapon. I don't know how I dodged that, by the way. You know what also is coming out soon that I'm actually relatively interested in having a look at? And I probably will do a video on this. Oh, sorry, not a video, a stream on it. Is the new player's handbook. The new player's handbook for D&D. Because I watched the videos that they came out about them. About like, here's all the improvements. But obviously that only tells you what they want you to hear, right? And so it's always a bit up in the air of like, oh, is this like, you haven't told us the bad stuff or the stuff that we might consider like a nerf, really. So I'd be interested to give it a quick look and give my honest opinion, which I do actually think might be... It's rare for me to say this about it, but I actually think I might have a bit of a unique perspective on things. Not because like I'm incredibly experienced or not, or something. It's just that the more I think about stuff, and admittedly this would be off the cuff kind of like what is my opinion on X and Y, but the more I've thought about stuff, the more I've realized that like I feel like a couple of decisions they did that people were really weren't happy with, I actually quite like them. Or at least think it's a step in the right direction once I've thought about them a bit more. It's like I was talking with a friend the other day and I was like, I kind of feel like the changes that we know they've made to the paladin might actually be a decent like step in the right direction. I'm not saying they've implemented it the best, but I think there's a chance that like this actually might be the way that they're supposed to go with it. And I don't think that generally the D&D sphere, I guess, of people have really been thinking that. And I don't expect myself to be like, oh, I'm actually a genius and they're being idiots and they're wrong and I'm right kind of thing. But I think I have a decent argument on why I believe it to be a step in the right direction. And it'd be interesting to see if they've gone into more detail on like fleshing out the class identity a bit more. Because if they do that, I think over time people might actually consider this just a bonus. And maybe for newer players, they'll realize that they'll see this as just the better version, I think. But we'll see. I could be completely wrong. I'm not 100% sure about the every background giving a feat thing, because I think it just restricts people on like what backgrounds they want to go, because it's like, oh yeah, sure, I could go this background, or I could go this background, or I could go this one that's just an improvement on my abilities compared to the other one, you know? Like, yeah, sure, you can... It's like how... I'm like, yeah, sure. If I'm playing a fighter, I could play a back in the day when you couldn't choose what your attribute scores were, I could play any sort of race fighter, but you probably want ones that boost your strength and boost your charisma, or boost your dex and boost your strength and constitution, or your dex and constitution, because they're the ones you want to be focusing in when you're a fighter. And that means, at least in my experience, that people most of the time will just not play the other ones as what they're supposed to be. And I know people are going to be like, well, they do have rules in there to make your own. Yes, they do. But as my experience has been, at least with me, in games, and this isn't just D&D, but in general, like TTRPG games, if you're like, if you're starting out a game, or for me, just if you've been playing for a small amount of time, if you say, hey, here, you can make your own, here's a bunch of examples, I'm gonna pick one from the examples and that'll be my thing. That'll be the one I go for. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't care if I have the option to do it. I'm going to be comfortable choosing the ones I know based on the fact that you are suggesting them. I know these are good, you know? For example, I did a game of Lancer, this mech game, and in that game you can make a background. And it gives you a couple of skills, you know the general shtick with backgrounds and stuff. Give you a couple skills. They say, hey, you can make your whatever one you want, but then they give a couple of examples of ones, and I'm going to pick this because I'm already going to just be using this one. And they give you some examples of, like, here's a couple of examples of backgrounds we've made. Can you guess which ones I chose to use? The ones that were already made. Why? Because they're there. Because especially when I'm starting something new, like, if you give me the option to pick something that I know has been vetted and by the company, I'm going to pick that one. And that's true for, like, me in D&D for, like, a while now. Like, I'm even talking to a certain extent when it comes to this stuff. Like, even right now. Like, I've been playing D&D for upwards of, like, 7 years now. Or close to it. You technically can make your own background. I've still yet to do that. And the reason why I've yet to do it is because, well, the things that I want to, like, there's a bunch there, and I'm going to pick from them because I know they're good. It's a scary prospect to make something your own. Why I don't envy any DM or any author or anyone who produces anything in a medium. Any freaking person who makes any media, because it's scary to make this stuff. And so I'll stick to the ones that are good. And they're good because they've already been vetted. It's like, for example, I always bring this up as something that I didn't realize for the longest time. For the longest time, and I've played multiple of this, I didn't realize that if you give me a subclass, I can reflavor that subclass as anything. I can pick for example, in the example I bring up a load, is I was playing an Oath of I think I was playing like an Oath of Devotion or something. Oh no, what it is it's the one I'm playing right now, and it's like I'm playing an Oath of Vengeance Paladin, and then I realized very early on I don't have to be absolutely consumed by vengeance. I know that's what the oath is, but I can have my own oath. It doesn't have to be the oath that it says there. It can just be whatever I want it to be. Or whatever me and the the DM come to in terms of like a possibility. And because of that, I feel like it's not weird for similar things to come up for other people, you know? Other people may be like, hey, I never think to do X because I've never come across, like, I just stick to what's on there. And so I don't really think that you can make your own background one is a particularly good excuse. Like, it's fine, I'm sure. Like, all of the stuff I'm saying here, like, obviously if you've got a DM there and you talk with them, they will guide you through. If they're a good DM, they'll guide you through making, you know, whatever you want to make. But I think I'm a bit apprehensive about the background stuff, so I'd be interested to have a look at that. I'd be interested to have a look at some of the classes that I feel like have had a bigger change. For example, like the Warlock felt like it was having a bit of a change. And so I'd love to have a look at that one. Or like the Monk has seemed to have a pretty decently big change that I'd love to have a look at. So it's stuff like that that I want to give a shot, and maybe it would be fun to sort of go through like I did the original D&D 5e stuff. Go through it like class by class or like bit by bit, and sort of go through what I believe the ups and the downs of said class are. I don't know if I'll be the #1 expert when it comes to this stuff, but I think I'll do okay. You know, I honestly, this weapon's not too bad at actually killing. I wish it had better reload speed, if I'm being honest. But I think it's fine. Especially, I guess maybe in a confined space it's a bit better. Maybe closer up. But yeah, I'd love to go through all of those with you, and sort of just also familiarize myself with the newer rules. Like, I'm a bit interested in the surprise rule changes. I sort of understand why, because a round of advantage on all your attacks combat, where potentially if they've rolled particularly high on their initiative, can just also then be another round on top of that, where sure you don't have the advantage, but they can just finish off some stuff. Can like fundamentally change an encounter from being a hard encounter to literally being a 1-round encounter. Especially on the earlier levels where healths are lower. Like, if you can get a couple of decent attacks off, you could kill off like a couple of wolves before the wolves get a chance to attack you. You know, that kind of stuff. Oh, I'm no good against this boss, weirdly. Pardon me. Come on. Show yourself. Okay. I need to keep an eye on the blimmin' area. Ow. You know, for the longest time when I was fighting this boss, I didn't realize that these were rails you could grind on. And so what I do is I'd instead just sort of stay on these little areas here. I just assumed it was like a race. Like it was a DPS check. And as you can probably guess, it is not a DPS check. It might still be a bit of a DPS check. As in, like, I don't know how high the acid actually goes, but it's not as much of a DPS check as I initially thought. I mean, these orange ones, I guess, are good, but, like, it's not a huge deal. Give me something good. Increase magazine weapons first shot damage by... No, that's not huge. Increase all damage by 20% against stunned. No. Swapping weapons useless. Cool. I guess I could upgrade the rifle to be even better. It might get rid of the ricochet, but I guess I don't care about the eraser going away. Yeah, why not? Ricochet. Okay, we've got applies cryo faster, and we've got cryo. We've got increased crit damage and ricochet. That's probably better in the long run. Yeah, that's better in the long run. I love just being able to kill those as well, because that style of weapon... Did I forget to heal? Honest question. Did I forget to go use the heal? That's what's shooting me. I was wondering what was shooting me from that direction. No, you can keep walking at me. Keep walking at me. I liked that he was walking at me because it just meant that he was just not doing any damage to me. Hey, it actually worked. I was very surprised about that. Boom, boom. It's not this way, it's that way. Okay. You know, sometimes this game makes me look so cool. Because I'll throw a grenade because of the reload thing. And it'll hit right in between them and kill, like, two dudes that were low health. And I appreciate on this game. I appreciate games that make me look cool. When I really shouldn't. And I give it a hard time. Like, if it's trying to make me look cool, I give it a hard time in doing that. Oof, I am having a hard time against these boys. Speaking of a hard time. Is this area going to be... Nope. Oh. Get rid of that. Is that gonna hit me, you reckon? I like the double explosion, because technically in the scheme of things it does more damage. Imagine, like, dashing away from your shield. Who would do such a thing? I'm sure there's some joke about an Overwatch character that exists there where, like, a healer is, like, healing someone and they dash away from the healer or something. But I haven't played enough Overwatch to know anything about that. And by enough, I mean any. It's always looked interesting. And I feel like if it was like back in its heyday, I honestly would give it, I would be giving it a shot. But I wasn't actually playing games much back in that day. Now go back to shooting your stupid lasers. Yeah, that. I love that they heal you a lot. Okay, that's the green one. Now I may as well check inside while I'm here. Let's have a look. As much as that's a cool gun. Ooh, freezing. I have a chance to freeze. Bing. I mean, it's not a huge chance to freeze, but you know, if it's something that's semi-related to a build, I may as well give it a shot. How is this my freeze when I have the extra freeze ability on my gun? Like, I freeze faster thing? But that's the door. That's the way out. That's huge to find that. So now I just need to kill this final... Oh, it's the blimmin' beetle thing. I'm really bad against the beetle thing. Like, not as bad as I used to be. I'm still not good at it. I'm so happy that the aim on these dudes is not good. Because if it was, I'd be dead. I'd be screwed. I'd love to see a video on, like, the behind the scenes on how they make enemies, like, have bad aim. Because obviously a computer's gonna have perfect aim if you want it to. Because, you know, they can just calculate exactly where the right spot is. So I wonder how they calculate bad aim in the game. I should have missiled that guy. Why did I kill all these things here? Useless. There is one other area I could loot. Did I accidentally come to the one other area I could loot? I did. This wasn't intentional. Here, okay. Well, I'll take some more power cells. I don't have your nose. I'll never have your nose. It's over there. Okay. I just want to kill the boss once so that I unlock the because I think that when you do that you unlock the final class, and I just kind of want to play that, you know, kind of see what it's about. It might be the one I really love. It could be the overpowered one that allows me to continue to kill the final boss. Look. Armor while in hand. Well, I don't have enough to get that now, but I needed the upgrade because that's just flat damage increase. Oh, hate that I shot that too early. Oh! These guys are killing me. Okay. It's not nearly as bad now. Ooh. Increase health regen. Yes, please. I mean, I guess that's not good against the boss, and I should probably be building my build to be good against the boss. And maybe not taking as much damage as I'm physically taking at the moment. I forget if there's a boss after this. Like, I forget if it goes... if there's a final boss here and then they get me to the moon. Or whether this is sort of like... this bit is sort of the boss. I love having the vantage point. I don't know how useful it is, but it's funny as hell. Especially when you got a long range weapon like this. Boom. Bring it on. I can do this. Okay, I have done that before without taking damage. I'm telling you. I'm not taking anything that increases the amount of damage I take. And especially not for a BIM 20% increase in damage. 20%! You know what? I'm gonna ignore you. I've decided that you're not worth my time. You get it? Right? You're gone. Oh no, there's big boys here. I didn't even see you. Were they just looking at me menacingly this whole time? Oh, there was a flamethrower and everything. Please reload the gun faster. Oh, I think everything is dead. I don't like this laser. You know what I find weird is those bomb guys. You can see them in the very first area, and yet they are also in the very like last major area. I find that quite interesting. Like, what is the logic behind? I guess because they're always going to be powerful no matter where you put them. And you can just adjust how much damage you take when you mess up and get hit by them. But like all the other guys, like, you don't see the basic droid here anymore. And in fact, some of the basic droids that you do see become like products of like a spawning unit, right? The basic, what I like to call like flies, which are the what the heck was that thing doing? Which are like just the flying units that shoot the basic attack. You get like the spawners for them. I don't think I've got the damage. Against like the properly armored stuff, I don't think I've got the damage I would sort of expect to see. Oh, this is the one I fail at the absolute most. Quick. We gotta jump into this. Now. Now. I hit it! I hit that! No, that one's not good enough. Oh! I might have made it! I actually might have made it. Nope. Nope. I was holding back. I don't know how to make it. I've got to move with them, right? No. Okay. We're gonna jump into it backwards. No, that's not useful. Oh, we did it. We finally did it. Increase armor but decrease healing. I don't think I want either of that to happen. Thank you very much. Okay. We're just gonna have to hope that we heal enough at the healing things that we're okay. Because it doesn't feel like we're ready to fight a boss at this point. I'll tell you that much. I still find it insane that you don't have the ability to grind rails at the start of this game. Like you have to gain the ability to do that. It feels like such a fundamental part of this game that makes the combat like more fluid. Like, I'm horrendous at, but still. I think if I got hit by that bomb, I might have lost. Alright, give me the heal. Give me a... Oh, that's the good heal. Taking out an enemy is a 5%... no. Fully restore your health. Not useful. Increase non-burn damage by 20... No. None of these are good. I guess explosive radius isn't bad. Oh, it's the bug. I'm no good against this bug. I'm really not... Well, it's actually probably the... not the worst of the bosses. The more I think about it, the more I'm actually like, maybe the bug is okay. You ever wish that these enemies just had like a phase in which they like cooled down and didn't do any attacks? I do. We're going down the floor. You know, like they were like, I'm exhausted now, and so I'm no longer going to do attacks. I fell down 2 floors there. That was not what I wanted to do. Because now there's acid below. And the acid hurts. Please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. I don't think this is going well. Unless the moon gives you a full heal. Well, I mean, that's close to a full heal. I got a crystal powder. The world is shining good on me today, except that it's not actually, because I don't have a dude to use the crystal powder on. Every 2 seconds, dealing critical damage reduces the cooldown. Shock damage. Now let's take this. Chips. I really wish there was that caterpillar guy here to potentially, like, give me bonuses. Like, upgrade my gun to being the max level. I always fail at this one. We're gonna hide up here until the blue guy appears. If the blue guy appears, we focus him down with all our might. You understand? I have a level up. I know it. I can see it. I'm not focusing it because I'm scared that if I lose my momentum, somehow I will be stuck in a situation where I lose. I'm not sure if my momentum is actually the thing keeping me going, or whether it's my actual natural talent and skill. But I'm going to go under the assumption that it is completely momentum. And that if I stop jumping, and if I stop moving around in this obvious serpentine method, I will be screwed over by some... It's the blue guy! It's the blue guy! Where is he? Screw him! Die, blue guy! I knew you'd summon one on me. I knew you'd summon one on me. You can't get me like that. Reduce rocket cooldown. Maybe. Choose elemental. Increase damage when hitting multiple. Okay, that went well. Like, that went significantly well. What I need this to have is the... Nope. It doesn't have any dude here. I have one. Would you like that one? You're not allowed it because I don't want the off chance that I actually make it there and I can upgrade my boy. Get rid of that. There's an argument to say, why the hell do they even have that thing there? Because there's nothing else you can focus. You're obviously going to focus the thing that allows you to actually hit enemies. Maybe it's in there just so that you can't instantly just kill something. I don't know. I'm not a game designer. I've never decided to be a game designer. I never will be a game designer. Oh, it's a blue guy. Screw that blue guy. I hate the blue guy. All my homies hate the blue guy. You're blue, but not the same kind of blue. You got a scary face, but you're not nearly as scary as you actually are. You're like most characters in anime and cartoons and stuff, where you have an outer shell that is quite hard, but actually once you get cracked through it, you're a genuinely very nice guy. Okay, I think I can stop panicking and start calming down a bit more. The only things left are relatively easy. I'm not doing a metric ton of damage to them, but I'm good. Okay, so we've made it to the boss again. I did not expect us to get it this time because our weapon is significantly weaker, which doesn't bode well for what we're going into. But I can upgrade it. Okay, so I no longer have cryo, but every 3 shots triggers an explosion. Bullseyes, crit damage after dealing crit damage. Every 2 shots produces 3 shots. This is the best I can be. This is the most powerful I can be. It's such a good game. I love it. I'm just trying to beat the final boss for the first time. Because goddamn am I not able to. Get the eyes. The eyes seem important. They turn off. Oh, they're 100% important. I don't know why they're important, but the way that they're turning off feels like they're important. I might go into generally not talking serious mode at the moment. That looked like it was hitting the outside, if I'm being completely honest. I have no idea what the robot things on the ground are doing. Okay, I've figured out what the robots are doing. They're charging up its super attack that seems insane and I can't dodge. Okay, I need to crouch for that. Maybe if I just jump over everything. Is this a genius strategy? No, because you keep getting hit. It's almost a genius strategy. I'm not got this, have I? Because I know there's a second phase now. You're not going to get me with the fact it's not that I'm going to win. Come on. Come on, 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 come on. Please lose health faster, please. I know the weapon isn't the best, but come on. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Nope. Okay, I'm not good. Okay, well, we didn't do as well as last time, but we did okay. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more go through this, and we're good. Hopefully, we're gonna win, but I don't think we got a good chance. We're making it to the final boss though, which shows that we're doing okay. I think we just need to get a weapon that does a bit more damage. I think that one had the problem of just not really doing damage. At least compared to what we had before. And it just felt like we were dealing with that boss for much longer than I feel like I logically can dodge. I'm saying that I have no idea how I beat the second phase though. Yeah, I think the problem is that I just need to. I haven't had enough time fighting the dude. I think it's literally just learning its patterns, and then I think I'll be fine. The fact I'm reliably getting to it, I think, is a pretty good sign. So I'm hoping that means that slowly I'll improve. I think it's that big attack that I need to slowly get better at. There's a part of me that thinks that maybe... There's a part of me that thinks that maybe I should just not focus down the little turret things on the floor. The little structures. And just... whenever he does the big attack, just learn to dodge it. And that might be better in terms of DPS. Because I am spending a lot of time shooting at... what do we have here? Oh, just missiles. I am spending a lot of time shooting at these things on the floor instead of shooting the boss. Yeah, it's this way. And so maybe that would be... it would be better to just get, I guess, get good at doing those. We'll see. I think to a certain extent, it is also like finding a weapon that I particularly like. I'm not going to blame it on the weapon, but I just don't think... I think I'm used to more like... I think I'm more a shotgun person. And I focused less on being a... that wasn't really a shotgun, it was more like a... like an assault rifle. And the second phase, I again is just going to be one of those things where I think it's just learning patterns, right? It's the same in every game. What do I want here? Increase weapon damage, increase explosives. I do a lot of explosives, and so I normally like to have explosive damage. That might be a mistake, but it's one reliable thing that I always know I have is the rocket, right? The rocket's always going to be there. The rocket's always going to be useful. Head bonk damage. I don't really do a lot of that. I don't really want any of these. I mean, that might be useful. Taking down an enemy. I'll take this. I think the fact I'm getting the chances to double shoot is quite useful on this gun. One sec, I'll have a look at your comment in a second. I'm just gonna... Let me have a look. I mean, whichever you find more fitting in the end, getting your setup done and learning patterns. It's only heals going into... Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I think, yeah, at the end of the day, it's just it's the pattern recognition, right? Yeah. That was the third time I've ever fought him. So, you know, we're still early on in the learning experience. And that's it's learning like mechanics as well, because I didn't know what those structures on the ground did. I just kind of assumed they were bad until literally just then when I realized that they were charging up his ultimate. Oh, nope. Okay, I did it. I guess a machine gun is better. It does explosions. Having something I can switch. And it might actually be better than the shotgun, actually. Down here? Down there. Right. Behind the rock. Yeah, okay, cool. I mean, that's not too bad. We've got scary stuff out there. Oh, nice. Probably shouldn't have gone for that while in the middle of a fight. But you know what? I did it. Still don't know what the point of those things are. Like, I keep killing them. And they give you... I guess they drop a lot of health. They're not like incredibly useful. God, they really like these things today, don't they? They really like these this one. Which I guess is fine, because I need to get used to killing these. Oh, loads of damage that I'm annoyed at. I don't know where I get your swim trunks from, mate. I have no idea. Unless they're up here. Are they up here? I had them in this bush. I still have no idea where your swim trunks are. Or that other dude's guys, the other guy's nose. But I'll find them eventually. And I also guess they give XP. Maybe they're just like loot pinatas. Maybe that's the point of them. Let's have a look. I really like this. I always take it because I'm really bad at switching between my weapons. And so taking something like this is just like, well, I don't even need to try and switch. Plus it does explosive stuff. So I'm going to keep taking it. I'll take the shotgun instead. It may be a trap. This may be like a noob trap thing, but... I mean, I'm explosive heavy. Behemoth shotgun. Oh no, that's a heavy weapon. Never mind. Chance of fire twice. Marked enemies. I don't really care about the marked enemies thing. I could upgrade its quality, but I don't think I want to do that. Do I want to do that now? I'm going to do that now. Alt fire damage. Okay. Alt fire charge. Burning. Chance to fire a ray. That's okay. It's not as... I think this might have been a downgrade, actually. It's still pretty powerful, though. Beneath the waterfall. Okay. I'll try and remember that. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Does it give anything good? But like saving him? Well, no, I guess not saving him, but like giving him his swimming trunks back. Come on, go there. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, yeah. I think there's like 2, maybe 3 that I don't have at the moment. Come on, die. I'm beginning to regret putting all my eggs in this basket. I don't think there's weapons. I think the damage is there, but that's about it. Diggy Mole, bring it on. You are one of the easier battles, honestly. I say that, but that's... I get tripped up by that attack immediately. Okay, yeah, you're gonna prove me wrong after I said that you're the one of the easier ones. Boom. You're still one of the easier ones. I know there's something I think you can do with a shovel if you have it in your fight, but I don't remember what it is and I never bring the shovel. I think I just want power cells at this point. Recent. Oh gosh, 100%ing this game. Good luck. Good luck. It seems like it's one of those hard ones to 100%. I do not envy you. I imagine that means you gotta play through it on like the hardest difficulty. Of which I have no shot at doing. Fire rate? Fire rate seems cool. Yeah, is it like one of those things where you've got to do it like once with each of the classes or something? Because I'll be honest, there's one class that I'm absolutely horrendous at that I have no chance of dealing with. It's the dude that like throws his javelin. Because I'm not like... I actually find it quite hard to like hit the V button to activate your melee. You don't need to win with the super bot. Okay, cool. That's cool. I think that's the dude I haven't unlocked yet. Because I see him on the floor to the if I'm thinking of the right person, he's on like the floor to Iris's area. And you've got to get like something to unlock him. Yeah. I don't know how you... I think you're supposed to get something for him. I've got no idea at the moment. But he's the last one I haven't unlocked yet. But based on what you've been saying, he's not the strongest one then. Thing is, you're thankful you don't have to use him. Boom. Dead. Okay, it's this one. I'm actually pretty confident in this one. Okay. I say it every time. It's quite weak. Some of you were weak to even be the first. Oh gosh. Is it just like he has significantly less health or something? Like what makes him so weak? It's a blue one. It's the blue elite. Oh no, it's the blue elite. Okay, at least there's nothing related to them. I'm guessing they realized that he was a bit too strong. You're stuck with one weapon and one ult. Okay. Is it as in you can't switch weapons? Or as in you only have one weapon slot? Because if it's you can't switch weapons, I very rarely switch weapons. But if it's that you only have like one weapon that you start with and nothing else, then that actually becomes significantly scarier. Dual LMGs? No, I don't want the heavy debuff. I guess shock is okay. I think I'll just leave with what I have. I don't know if I've got much of a build going. But if I just think of this one as just like a learning experience, then maybe it's not as bad. Like, if I can just learn, like, how to dodge some of its attacks reliably, then maybe it'll be okay. One second. Boom, boom, boom. Let's kill this boy here. And then we're just going to pick a hot potato and then hold on. Superbot has one weapon he starts with, which is different from other classes. He can't change from it, and he eats other weapons for health. Ooh. Okay, I'm guessing that weapon that he starts with is not particularly good. Based on the fact you don't want to do any of the stuff with him. Does he at least get the ability? Like, is it that he can't heal with the normal way? Like from the heal bar? Or is it just that he can also just heal via weapons? I mean, that sounds awful either way, but... Why is he considered a super bot then? He sounds like he's horrendous. Oh no, I'm not even concentrating enough. Okay, okay. That's not as bad then. But the fact they're giving you an extra healing option makes me feel like they expect you to take a lot of damage with him. He's the savior of Haven City. Are we not the savior of Haven City? I'm not 100% on the lore, but I feel like we're doing the saving. The only time I've seen him is on the floor, like, deactivated. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Ba-da-da-do. I feel like I do want to... Okay. Ooh, sliding fires 3 grenades in front of you. I don't do a lot of sliding, but it feels like there's never a reason not to take that. Okay. Maybe I should start doing more sliding. No, I don't want any of these. Okay, I've got to get really specific when it comes to this stuff. I don't want to slide into just taking some more damage. Nice, nice. No, I'm always so surprised by people who are 100% games. I could never do that kind of stuff. I just don't have the mindset for it. I mean, it also helps that, like, a lot of the games that I play are like heavily story games, and so I don't really, never really in a situation where it makes real sense to just play them again, unless they got, I guess they got some replayability, but I don't. Damn, I thought I could skip it. I am so sorry that you have to watch me do this. How could... You know what? Screw it. Hold on a second. I can't believe I could have just done that the whole time. I very much like to everyone who's watching to just forget about what just happened. Okay. Yeah, I remember I used to play Halo back in the day. Not to the level of 100%ing it, but I played a fair amount of them. I think I stopped around Reach. Around that time. Didn't really play Halo 5 that much. Anyway, I'm going to call it a night here. I've done 2 hours and I don't feel like playing after failing this early on. Thanks for coming in. It was really nice to have someone to talk to, but I'll see you all on Wednesday for some Baldur's Gate. But until then, have a great couple of days. Bye. Oh, and thank you for the follow. I just saw that come up.